Today we have an unboxing of the new Bose QuietComfort headphones. I actually didn't even know they had this released. What happened was I was using my Bose QuietComfort 45s, the QC45s, and the left side speaker randomly just died. So I remembered that I was still in warranty, so I contacted them and they told me they would be able to send me a replacement of the new one. So that's what we have here. Let's check it out and see what is new and if anything is different. I usually had the black QC45, but I switched to the, I think this is called the smoke white or something like that. You know, just to have something different. Sound is power. Yeah, they definitely switched up the packaging design. Looks a lot more plain and simple compared to their old design. Let's open this up. Yeah, it definitely looks different from their old QC45 packaging. Very plain box. That's what I'm noticing right here. Okay, this opens from the side. Ooh, that factory smell is super strong. I can smell it from behind the camera. Let's unbox this. Okay, case looks the same as the QC45. What else is in here? That's about it for here. You know, standard silica gel package. Let's get to this. Case feels the same, first impressions. Compared to the black one I had on the QC45, this Bose logo was also in a black font, but maybe, I don't know, maybe if you get the black color, maybe this font will be black. I chose the white headphones, so maybe that's why this font is now in white. If that is the case, that's a nice touch. Let's open this up. The case is very similar. And the headphones as well. They look exactly the same. Except they are in this nice beige white color. Oh, the factory smell is super strong. Woo! Bose. Everything feels nice and solid. I mean, if you handed these to me and told me these were the QC45, I would have thought these are the QC45 because they look exactly the same. All the materials, the pads, everything feels the same. So I believe maybe this new QuietComfort headphones are maybe just internal upgrades, like maybe a software upgrade or maybe an upgrade with the Bluetooth codec, possibly, I'm hoping. But yeah, these feel exactly the same as the QC45. Here we have the 3.5mm jack in case you want to use this wired. And of course you get the charging cable, which is a standard USB-C to USB-A charging cable. I usually just keep these in this pouch right here, since I have my own USB-C cable and I usually don't use the wired connection. Hopefully these new ones won't, you know, experience any driver issues like my QC45. What I'm going to do right now is test them out and I will let you guys know if anything is improved, like comfort, noise cancellation, or the sound quality. So I will be back in an hour or so after I test these out. Hi guys, I am back. I have spent like 4 hours or so listening to these. Pretty much the rest of the day while I was working, I was using these. And for the most part, these are exactly the same as the QC45, which is no surprise. The build is exactly the same. Everything, the swivel, the pads, everything is the same. Noise canceling is almost the same too, which is to say it's still phenomenal because the Bose QuietComfort noise cancelling was always really good. but these are a little bit improved in windy environments. I think these have a new like wind reduction feature with the ANC, so when you're walking outside, this will block out wind a lot better. It won't have that kind of weird wind kind of noise like blowing in the microphone kind of sound. But generally ANC is the same in terms of strength. I was also a little bit disappointed to see that there's no improvements in the Bluetooth audio codecs. It's also basically exactly the same. Only SPC and AAC, and being a Samsung user, AAC is horrible and it sounds really distorted in the highs. So for now, I guess I just have to stick with using SPC. I really wish they would include aptX or LDAC in their headphones like Sony does. Sound, there was a difference. I mean, they pretty much sound very similar, except bass has been improved. Not improved. They put a lot more bass in here, I'll say that. The treble isn't as harsh as the QC45. So this is what I have in terms of notes. If you can see that. Just like the QC45, I thought these out of the box with their default EQ, these were V-shaped, like really heavily V-shaped. I did not like the way that these were balanced out of the box. Same with the QC45s. I thought they were really heavily unbalanced in terms of their frequency response. So on the QC45, I used to have the, if you can see that, on the QC45, those used to be my default EQ settings. I wanted to get that balanced sound. This is what I kind of have figured out so far with these new QuietComforts. The bass, there's so much of it. It's like overpowering at default settings. I don't know how people can listen to the bass at the default levels and even think about increasing the bass. I think it is crazy the amount of bass in here. I dropped the EQ all the way down to -10, which is the maximum you can go. But even right there, I think the sub bass is still a little bit too present, but I mean, it's fine overall. -2 for the mids and -5 for the treble. It's not as harsh as the QC45s. And yeah, this is what I have so far on the EQ settings. And overall, it sounds pretty good, but it is a little bit harder to get balanced, I would say. Yeah, the bass is just crazy on here. Like when I was listening to some hip hop tracks, and some of the tracks in the background, it just had this constant booming noise, like there was a big subwoofer just going off the whole time. And yeah, I don't know, they just put so much more bass in here than the QC45s, I feel. If you're a bass head, I think a lot of you guys will like the QC, but for people who liked more balanced sound, such as me, you know, it's not to my personal liking. But with the default, I mean, not the default, but with the EQ changes I've made, it's still okay overall. You know, I'm not going to complain over the sound. It still sounds pretty good with the way I have set now. So they're pretty much the exact same as the QC45, like I said, but just a lot more bass. And actually, from what I saw, currently, you can't buy the QC45s brand new anymore on Bose's website. You can only buy these in the Bose QuietComfort Ultras, which I haven't tried yet. These for retail on the Bose website are $350, which is kind of expected. But if you look on Amazon right now, these are selling brand new for $250. So that's my first impressions on these QuietComforts. Not much of an improvement over the QC45, but that was kind of expected and also disappointing at the same time. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.